Hello, everybody.
What up, y'all?
My name is Toni, and this is April. She's doing some prep. And together we are Black and Soul. Today, April's gonna be cooking some blackened whitefish. Is it
Yeah.
blackened whitefish? And as she likes to say, blackened is not to be confused with burning shit up.
It is not.
So hopefully we'll learn how to blacken things today without burning shit up. This is a technique that she used in our appearance at the Chicago Museum Beer Culture Summit when she made blackened Cajun chicken pasta with blackened chicken. But we'll use that technique again today on some fish. April's rinsing off some rice, so sorry, I apologize if you can't hear me.
I got to clean shit. Sorry.
But yeah, so that's what we're doing today on a Saturday. It's a rainy day here in Southern California. People say it never rains, but I just took out the trash, and it is definitely raining. I got wet. I changed shirts. So it's a gloomy day.
It was raining that hard? I didn't know that.
It wasn't raining that hard, but the shirt was wet, and I don't like being wet.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? What's going on?
Hi, Zaya.
My guy.
Let me
glad to have you online. Oh, and shout out to Zach for
gang
for letting me know I put the wrong time on the announcement this morning. I had to redo it. I'm glad he caught that because I did not. That's the dangers of tweeting while you're still waking up.
Do you know what you're going to pair it with?
I don't know what I'm going to pair it with. This is a play by an as you go exercise.
Okay.
So play it by ear
DJ
type of
Khaled.
thing.
I feel you, babe.
I mean, fish is different than chicken, and I haven't had this particular fish, and then you got, the size and stuff. So, and you also, one thing you did was you made your own seasoning, didn't you?
Yes, and I wanted to talk to y'all. I'm going to wait till more people get up in here because I want to talk to y'all about the difference between blackening season, Cajun seasoning, and Creole seasoning. We're going to get into that today. But, okay.
Oh, let me start this.
Oh, you didn't start
I'm tripping.
It? Our producer be messing stuff up. Well, did this give you a glare like you said it did?
I never turned that on.
You good?
That's. I don't like it, but you can leave it on if you'd like.
Okay. Sorry, we're a little bit everywhere today. Let me actually scoop this over so I can be more in the shot and you see less of our dining room. Boom. Okay, so let's first get down on the nitty-gritty as far as the fish, and then I'm going to tell you guys what we're making in addition to that. So I am not team tilapia. I think tilapia is like the most basic of fish, and it's boring and it's bland, and I'm not here for it. So I wanted to do a different kind of whitefish. So I got rockfish, which I also love. I really wanted to get red snapper, but for some reason it's like a treasure hunt to get some damn red snapper. I couldn't find it. So I got some rockfish because I refuse to use tilapia. I hate tilapia. So this has been thawed out. I didn't marinate it just because when you're blackening something, you don't want to marinate it because when I've done it in the past, it does sear. It does sear way more, and I'm gonna be up on you. It's gonna sear way more quicker when you put it in the cast iron. So I would suggest you season it the morning of. Whereas my other recipes, it's always better to season it, hours before, sometimes even a day before. So I'm gonna get to cleaning off the fish. And then I want to talk about the mango salsa that we're going to be doing.
Oh, I forgot about that part. And that's another reason I haven't prepared that beer, because that sauce is going to change the dynamic of this meal.
Yes. Another thing that people always ask me is this is going to be actually our dinner tonight. So I'm making a whole meal. And sometimes people ask me what I have on as far as side dishes. When I blacken stuff, I normally put, it is raining. A mild side with it. So today we're going to be having just regular white rice. You can have like a side salad. I just don't like to compete with the fish. I want the fish to be the star. The fish is Beyonce. Okay. Not knocking Kelly and Michelle, but the fish is Beyonce. and everything else I want to use as a vessel to carry the fish, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're side items.
Yeah. We're doing white rice. I'm going to have a little side salad with mine. Babe don't do salad, but that's all I would really pair it with. Something really, really mild. Maybe even, what's that called? Pasta salad. I wouldn't, but if you don't like rice or salad, something out like that. So I'm going to wash the fish and continue. Let's talk rice real quick before I let it go to Toni. Wash your damn rice. Do y'all see how cloudy this water is? And the bag says ready to eat, already washed. They lying. Okay?
The rice is full of starch.
Exactly.
You're gonna eat that anyway.
No. You want to rinse it off. The person that actually cooks is telling you, rinse it off. If you do not rinse off your rice, no matter how you cook it, it's always going to be sticky and soggy. Rinse off your rice.
Thank you for that, chastising our beautiful viewers today.
I be trying to help y'all. I'm y'all big sister. I be trying to help.
I'm sure some of these folks are much older than we are. Rudy says he might be drinking a dark lager and it might be fantastic. Sorry. Oh, I got dark lager now. You hooked me up. I got some.
Thank you, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy. Shout out to Rudy for the care package that he sent out.
Fucking beer family.
That Czech dark lager you sent was probably try to get another of those. I was not. It's like 4% alcohol. Stop putting 20s on here, trying to embarrass me in here lying to these people. But yeah, I got a dark lager from Almanac that I have out there, and then the one from, I think it's Grist House. But yeah, I got some dark lagers on deck. I'll probably crack one open in a little bit. Zach asks if the BA ever reached out to April.
No.
April got a message from someone's personal account, but the BA, I don't think ever reached out to her from their account. Like, I don't think anybody reached. The person that reached out to April seemed like it was on more of a personal level and less of I'm speaking for the BA in this response. So that's where we are with that.
Just to add to that, I don't hold grudges of anyone that works for the BA besides the troll that is Bob P. I can't stand him. If I will lay hands on him if I ever see him. I don't fault anyone else. I think people have the best intentions that work for the BA and they're trying to make a change. I don't think that will ever happen because it's ran by a racist jackass. My personal thoughts and opinions, fuck them and fuck founders.
Yeah, my thing is that I think when it is convenient, some folks like to say, and even Bob Peace himself speaks to, he's accountable to the board of directors, and it gives the impression that he has no authority in making any change when he's the face of the organization, and in my opinion should be setting the tone. So you might report out to this board, but
if you don't,
what are you reporting to them?
Yeah,
nothing.
And my whole thing is, if you don't want something to fucking happen, I guarantee you it's not gonna fucking happen. If you want something to happen, it's gonna fucking happen. And he's always talking about these board. What are the people that the voting directors?
The voting brewery members.
Yeah, those motherfuckers is hillbillies. So that if that's your answer, we're gonna vote on it. If the hillbillies are voting, what does that help me my black ass or my black pipe? It don't. So
that was my concern when I was in a meeting that I was told in so many words that we're not here to promote anything for consumers or to listen to a consumer voice. Basically. We're here on behalf to represent the members. But
he said, "Fuck
Howard." I don't think you can paint yourself as this ethical industry leader when you have members who have gone to trial and have reputations, and there are instances that they are abusing their employees from basis of race and sex, and by nature of them being members of the LGBTQ plus community. I don't think you can have both. They don't get a pass while you do things to protect them, yet you want to say that AB InBev and everybody else and Big Beer is the real problem here.
And I'm also going to put it out there just because I'm y'all know I speak my mind. I don't have a problem with Dr. J. I don't know why people try to pin us against each other or get into our DMs talking about she said this, she said that. We talk alkaline, so if we ever had a problem with each other, we would address it. Don't have a problem with this at all. So, kill that. This also lid has bones, just to let you know.
I think you should be reminding me that when it's time to eat this, so I don't eat any bones.
But yeah, getting off, the gremlins. I don't want to talk about BlaQ no more, but they didn't get back to me. They're not going to. That was PR. That's what that was.
But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Long-winded answer to Zach's question of whether or not they responded. I think he got more than he asked for in that monologue or dialogue. I guess there's two of us. But Rudy is drinking a lager from Tired Hands. I don't think I've had too much from. I don't know if I've had anything from Tired Hands.
I was I never heard of that brewery. Is it out there with you, Rudy?
I don't know where they're at, but I've heard of them, but I don't know where they are. Where's Tired Hands, Rudy? Pennsylvania, he says. Yes.
Okay. So if you guys noticed while Toni was talking, I went ahead and put the rice
Virginia?
on. Hey sis, and I always season my rice also. Y'all know I like seasoning. I just do salt, pepper, and whatever fatty oil I have on hand. So I did a little bit of avocado oil. So after I rinse the rice, salt, pepper, oil, then I put my water and then I set it to go. Also, fun fact about me. I don't know how to make rice on the stovetop. That's basic as fuck, but I don't. So I use my Instant Pot for my rice making. It comes out perfect every time.
I am going to have some of this.
Tony's getting a snack.
Yeah, I want a beer, and all I've had is a protein shake today, so I gotta get something in here.
Does anyone know how to cut a mango? Because my black ass. We're gonna experiment today. Oh, let's talk about the seasoning. Let me wash my hands, and I want to get into that to get it out the way. Because I actually got a question in my inbox about seasoning. I was so excited.
Yeah, you heard that here. April gets excited about questions about seasoning.
Someone asked me the difference between Creole seasoning and Cajun seasoning because I think there are like commercial brands of both of them at the store.
Is this person a patron? Do they participate in this?
I think they were. Yeah. I know they follow us on Instagram and Twitter. But anyway, they want to know the difference between Cajun and Creole seasoning. Cajun and Creole, they're like cousins in every sense. They're just a little tweak that makes them different. I prefer Cajun seasoning because I like spicy food. Cajun seasoning, the base of most of them, everyone's granny does it a little bit different. How I grew up on it, it's black pepper, white pepper, cayenne pepper, thyme, oregano, paprika, onion powder, and garlic powder. That's what I grew up on. So I made my own. That's what I use. Creole seasoning differs in it's not as spicy. Cajun spicy, Creole more herbs. It's paprika, pepper, oregano, basil, thyme, onion, and garlic. So basically, it took out the spice. That's the only difference that I know of. As far as blackening season, there is no such thing. You can either use Creole or Cajun. If you buy something that says blackening seasoning, it's Creole or Cajun seasoning. They just say that for you to spend your coin. I'm being perfectly honest. There's no such thing as blackening seasoning. You use your Creole or Cajun seasoning to blacken. There's no special blackening formula. That's what it is.
And I can speak to the history a bit of difference between Cajun and Creole. We got into this a bit on the in the beer culture summit for Chicago Museum. So basically, Creole is more city-based food. rich folks, white people, and they're made based with tomato-based ingredients. They're tomato-based differences. You can tell by the gumbo if somebody's Cajun or Creole because it's gonna be tomato-based,
right?
If it's Creole, so they don't need as much spice. And the reason that Cajun folks use so much spice, as passed down to our from our ancestors, is that this is country food, northern Louisiana, people who live in rural areas, and they didn't have access to refrigeration when everyone else did. So a lot of those spices were in there because they needed to mask some meat that wasn't necessarily as fresh because it couldn't be kept as cold. So that's where the difference is. April cooks mostly Cajun dishes. She does do some Creole stuff, like the etouffee is a Creole.
That's because I grew up. I was like, what the hell is that noise? Instant. I grew up with my mother's side of the family, and they're Cajun. My dad's side of the family is Creole. So, in our culture, you are what your mother is, as far as she's, the one cooking for you. I don't know how the fuck to cut mango, y'all. So that's what I grew up on.
Virginia says use a glass to help cut a mango. Hard to describe via text. What are you trying to do?
I have to cut it.
Get that out, or are you going to smash it up?
No, I'm going to chop it up. This works. I thought this would work.
Resourceful.
But yeah, that's the difference. It's just Cajun seasoning, much like Cajun food, is spicier. Creole food is, like she said, tomato based, a lot more herbs versus spices. Only difference.
Oh, so Virginia said the spoon, the glass would do the same thing. You would scrape it along.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of the same technique, a different tool, I guess.
Sis saw me struggling. Let me text her. Did you text me? So I have never made mango salsa before. However, I love it. I went to like 2 baby showers that had it. I went to barbecues that always have it. I've never actually made it. I'm not a mango girl. Like, I don't buy mangoes to eat. I did mine because, as you can see, my boo likes them. I don't particularly care for mangoes like that.
But what I will say is mango does not go with what is it? Rice checks. They don't go together.
Yeah, so this will be my first time making it, not my first time eating it, and I am going to remix it because that's what the fuck I do. But yeah, I don't like tomatoes in my mango salsa. I've had it both ways, where there's no tomatoes and where there is. I don't care for it when it has tomatoes. So this will be my first time doing this, guys.
Zach says he loves Cajun seasoning.
Right? I prefer, because I like the spice.
And Virginia says she needs to make lunch because we're making her hungry. Mango, king of fruit. Take a guess who just joined us and said that.
Who? Andre or Jay?
Yeah, it's one of those two people.
But I liked this. I've never paired the two, but I think it would taste really good because the fish is going to be on the spicier side because of all the seasoning we're using. And mango salsa, much like, even if you have a regular salsa, it's just something like refreshing. Kind of the same idea as when you have buffalo wings and you have the celery, if that makes sense. So I just thought that this would be a super good pairing because you're going to have spicy and this is going to be a little bit of a sweet.
Yeah, balancing, I guess, contrasting.
So
Zach is also a mango fan, so he's liking everything we cooking today.
I just can't eat mangoes like that. I don't know why.
Is it a texture thing? You know how my neurodivergence fucks with me. With
I just don't like it. But I'm also the person that doesn't like melons. Like, my mother loves.
You don't like how it tastes?
Cantaloupe. No, it's just, I don't like watermelon like that.
Do we throw that away normal? We need to put it in a bag? Or?
Normal. Okay. I don't like cantaloupe. I don't like honeydew melon. It's just too bland of a flavor for me.
Bland of a flavor.
So
I keep looking at this Zoom like someone's going to appear on it, and they're not.
I need something to smack me in the face. Like pineapple, hella sweet, love it. Cherries, sweet, love it. If I have to sit up there.
Yeah. Pastry sauce, sweet, love it.
What happened? Pastry sauce?
Sweet pastry sauce.
Wow. Yeah. I like a bold flavor.
No, you like juice, sweet.
Always the hater.
Cantaloupe is trash.
It's not sweet. It's like super bland.
Put tagine on it. I've never.
I don't like watermelon either, and everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. Watermelon is boring as fuck. It's bland. I'm good.
Well, it's a cultural.
Yeah, and that's why everybody look at me like I'm crazy.
Right. But everybody has their own thing.
So has anyone else had mango salsa? Is this gonna be the first time for y'all too?
Did April drink that porter I sent yet?
No,
April, I'm gonna drink it because she be acting like she don't want to drink the beer and then be like, "Oh, we have too much beer."
Me personally, I know my limits, and I know that there's so much stuff going on with Black and Soul, and I have to get shit done. If I drink, I'm gonna be done. I'm a lightweight, so I like to save my drinking for Fridays and the weekend. I'm not the type of person that like just.
It's a weekend.
It is a weekend. I might drink it today, but yeah, that's the only reason why I've been kind of busy.
I've told y'all to stop sending April beer. She don't be drinking it.
I do drink them.
Stop trying to put shit for her in the boxes you send me.
See how she hates?
You don't even drink it.
Hater.
You don't even be drinking it.
All right, let me do the other mango. That was a struggle, y'all. That's some new shit.
There's another one?
Yeah.
You gotta do this again?
So after we do that, we're going to get into, I want to make the salsa first because I want everything to marinate and marry and be fucking happy. And then I'm going to put it in the refrigerator and then we're going to get to the fish. This meal shouldn't take long because all we're doing is pretty much frying the fucking fish. So that's why I wanted to do this first so I can get all of the flavors marinated.
Jay says, is that the most appropriate tool for this?
I have no fucking idea.
Because you have 1,000 knives.
I have 10,000 knives. I almost cut myself. If y'all didn't see that, I went like that.
Yeah. Jay agrees with you about the cutting the headache. Cutting the headache.
Okay, so it's not just me. I just figured this is my
hard,
first time doing it.
Letting you do it so I don't cut the shit out of myself.
I would get a bigger knife, but I really would cut myself because I feel myself getting frustrated.
Let's see what's in the beer, Chris.
Because I never get frustrated.
Oh, so there's something I want to try. So,
what, a new beer?
Huh?
A new beer? Maybe I'm just gonna cut it chunk.
No, I mean we're gonna do an experiment, but I'll talk about it here while you do your makeup. But
I would be a horrible surgeon.
Horrible server.
Surgeon.
Oh,
I'm an excellent.
You're hacking shit. You hack people open. But so, Wiseacre in Memphis has a coffee milk stout called "Gotta Get Up to Get Down." Actual coffee in it. So they did an experiment recently. Ran some test batches. So we have the original. And they redid the beer with 3 different types of coffee in it. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but I do like this beer. I don't drink coffee on its own. I don't get up and drink coffee. I might drink tea, but it's usually not even caffeinated. But see, there's a few of them. This one has coffee beans from Ethiopia. This one has
I bet that one's good.
One from Mexico. I'm not going to try to butcher any of these names. And Papua New Guinea coffee beans are in this one. So I wanted to do an experiment to see if I could tell the difference or taste the difference between all of these, especially since I'm someone who doesn't really drink coffee. I want April to do it with me since she's the coffee.
Yeah, that Ethiopia one sounds like it's going to be bomb as fuck.
Yeah, hopefully we can taste all of them and see the difference. To me, that might drive me towards the type of coffee. But my dad said if I don't want to be addicted to coffee, I shouldn't be
maybe because this isn't right.
Be drinking it.
I feel like I'm gonna fuck my finger up.
Be careful. Zach says you can really taste the difference. Love the side-by-side tastings with different coffees used in the same beer. Maybe we can do this. Dope. Maybe this can be our tasting. But I don't know if
you want to do that.
I don't know if April's gonna.
You
did like this one.
I did.
So we know at least one she's gonna like.
We're hesitant because we know the owners personally.
Yeah, but you don't. I mean, you don't be.
He texted him like that shit was garbage.
When mom tells them that his ham-ass beer needs to go away,
no brewer should brew that ever in fucking life.
They used to people liking or not liking. But Zach says he loves it. Maybe I'm thinking about this. When did they brew these? I don't know how long we want to keep these. Make sure they're fresh. Virginia says Ethiopian coffee is one of her favorites.
Right? That's how I know that
Jay says it should be interesting. Okay, they're still selling this, so maybe I can get another one.
I think those hit.
Ethiopian. And actually, me just drink these.
And I love Colombia coffee too. Colombian coffee.
Yeah, Dad totally told me not to drink. Don't start drinking it if you don't like it because it's addictive.
Have y'all tasted Cuban coffee? If your ass want to stay up for 72 hours, get you some Cuban coffee. And it comes like in a little fucking shot glass, okay? That's liquid crack right there. Up.
I used to be drinking a bunch of espresso. When I worked in the beer industry, I went down the little kitchen that we had, and I had 2 double espressos. This is somebody who I have a sensitivity to caffeine, and I don't drink it very often.
She was talking fast as fuck.
And I'm pretty sure I annoyed the shit out of the payroll and HR people because I went up talking to them. I was done in the lab. I went up there, and they were like, "What
the fuck is wrong with you?"
And then they told April, and they next saw her. She came up here caffeinated.
Yeah, when Toni even drinks too much soda, she is hyper as hell for no apparent reason.
Well, I try not to get doped up on caffeine. It makes me feel weird. And I'm like,
high. You feel high.
Yeah, just wired for no reason. And you try to control yourself. And it becomes increasingly difficult. Zach says Cuban coffee is the best.
That shit. And here's the funny thing, Zach. When I was in Miami, there's all these Cuban restaurants and everything. And I was homesick. I was like, I just want some coffee. And the guy was like, okay, I'll bring you some coffee. He brought that little ass cup. And I was like, no, sir. Like coffee. I need American coffee.
To the jail coffee.
And he was like, are you tired? And I was like, yeah. He was like, trust me, on the house. Drink the coffee. So I took it like a shot. And I was like, hit me. Give me another one. I was up for like 2. I'm not even bullshit. I tried to go to sleep and I could not go to sleep. That shit will keep you.
Yeah, Virginia says she loves a cortadito. And how am I pronouncing that correctly? How do you say it? Zach says being from Florida, he drank that a lot.
Right.
Jay got jokes. I imagine Toni talking like Busta Rhymes after an espresso.
Yes.
Rudy laughed.
I talked to her and I was like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. I was like, what the fuck? And she's like, I had espresso. Okay. Talking
when I went to,
she was on some Twister type shit. She's not like
Twister. Before I went into the industry, I was in a job in the aerospace industry, big company, but I had to travel a lot because I was working with suppliers on their manufacturing processes and stuff. I went to Canada, and apparently this is a thing in the Toronto area. And we went to lunch, and then they ordered, instead of regular dessert, like little teeny cups of espresso in the middle of the damn day. I'm drinking it because I don't want to look like I'm rude, turning down, and they were really proud of this. And yeah, I was up for a very long time. I got to work until 1 a.m. that night on my laptop in the hotel room. This was also during that polar vortex and stuff. So I was up working for the next 24 hours because I couldn't fly out.
Okay, so I'm done with the mango. There's probably more meat I can get off of it. I'm kind of over it. So for the mango, I'm only using, of course, the mango.
I need beer.
We're using red onion and cilantro. And I don't know if I left this off or not. If I did, I'm sorry for anyone who took the recipe. I'm cutting up some chives in mine. I may have left that off. I think I did. I will fix that.
Well, we only gave ingredients. It doesn't look like anyone's cooking along right now.
So I'm putting a little bit of chives in mine. the rice is done. Let me air this out real quick.
Now I need to get an actual beer I'm gonna drink right now, not ones I promised to share with April.
Sorry, I just have to let the air out. It's
Making a bunch of noise.
Then I gotta heat up my cast iron skillet. That's another thing. I don't know how to blacken stuff in a regular skillet because you have to have even, maybe in a Dutch oven. I've never tried that, but maybe you can. Move that a little bit. But yeah, maybe like in a Dutch oven it would work. I've never tried it. But invest in cast iron. They last forever if you take care of them. And they're the best cooking utensil you'll have. And another thing, Toni bought me a food processor for Christmas. Which I was thinking about using it, but I like my salsa chunky. Like I want to see the onions and everything. I don't want it to be mushy.
Oh, can I have an onion in this one then? Or I'll just take my fish
out
dry.
the chunks. I'll
take my fish without the salsa.
So yeah. I knew that she was about to ask me that, or she probably was wondering like why is she using a food processor? But that's why.
You used to make it smaller without the food processor.
I am gonna make it small, but you just sat up here and said you don't want to taste it.
I didn't say I didn't want to taste it. I don't want chunks.
Anyway, I'm not talking shit. A little bit, but not like normal. So anyway, another thing, if you look at my recipe, if you want to make this later, I didn't put any measurements when it came to the salsa because I really feel like it's your own personal preference. Some people like a lot of onions, other people don't. A lot of people hate cilantro. I personally love it. So I'm just giving you the tools and you mix it, how you want it and use how much of whatever that you want.
My 11-ounce Willie is dirty, so I'm going to be drinking out of this. Look at you.
What?
You keep moving it.
How did you know that?
Because it's crooked.
Damn. Look at Mom.
It is not Mom.
I haven't mouthed to the camera, like, don't tell her.
But yeah, this gives me anxiety. It needs to be straight. Do you want them to see you chopping?
No.
Okay. What a loser. Nice glassware collection.
Help me.
See, you moved it so that's how they saw the glasses. Sarah says hi. She is currently doing her art stream. So Zach saw me standing in there looking for a glass it's all your fault.
Zach, we don't have we have more beer glasses than we do regular glasses.
But yeah.
Literally.
Market Garden Brewing in Ohio sent some beer out. This is a Pilsner. Seems pretty unassuming, 4.8. So
Rudy, I thought you sent another box. I was about to be like, damn it, Rudy.
Rudy also needs to get roasted because he is not giving me his cash app
I told you to message Sarah, not Rudy, because he wouldn't give it to you. I told you that up front.
I'm not interested in doing them like that.
Rudy's family. We can go through his wife. Like Sarah, I need all y'all information.
Can I tell them about what we have coming today?
Or what do we have coming? Something coming out today?
Not coming out, but it's being delivered today.
Oh, sure. You can tell them that. I was to say, what the hell memo I miss?
Glad you brought that up, Zach. Got a space for a Blackened Soul glass. We have some trial run. So there'll be limited amounts that come out on the website once we're set up with our seller's permit and can legally sell stuff through our website.
I wasn't trying to be legal.
But today we have being delivered some 15-ounce Blackened Soul Willies. So pretty excited about that. Y'all know how I love lagers. So Willie is perfect. You'll probably see them on some of these videos, me using them.
Yeah. So
we got a trial run of that. Got t-shirts also coming out.
Yep.
Those have been delivered recently. Probably going to get some more. We have some different colors. There's black ones out right now that a few of you have, but we've changed the shirt style.
Yeah.
Something that's probably a little bit more comfortable and that might hold up a little bit better.
Yeah.
Going forward. So new vendor on the t-shirts. Right now we got black and white. We're going to order some dark heather gray. Shout out to Jay for that suggestion. I don't know why I didn't think of that because gray is my favorite color shirt.
Jay is low-key the creative director of BlaQ and Soul. He gives us all kind of fucking ideas.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad he said that because even when I go back and look at these videos, I'm wearing a gray shirt probably 90% of the time.
Speaking of shirts, I love that one.
Oh yeah, this particular shirt has non-binary flag and the non-binary gender symbol. April kindly and graciously gave this as a Christmas gift to me, so I will wear it with pride. You know, I didn't know there was a separate symbol for non-binary until I got this shirt, and then I looked it up. So I got a shirt and I learned something too. I just used the normal, transgender symbol that we have on the Blackened Soul shirts.
Yeah.
And so, a funny story. I talked to my mom and I was like, if I send you a shirt, will you wear it? And she says, I'm not scared to wear that shirt. I will wear it anywhere to the Walmart. And I'm like, I'm not saying you're scared to wear it. You like to wear shirts as pajamas. I need you to wear this one out of the house.
Outdoors.
Oh, she was like, oh, yeah. And she cracked up laughing. She was like, well, my pajamas is sweatpants and T-shirts. but yeah, get mama boys and papa boys too into some Blackened Soul tees.
Yeah, that's one thing me and Toni are really blessed with. Our parents are very supportive, sometimes overly supportive. I know my parents are kind of overly supportive where they want to tell everybody like I'm gay, but we're very lucky in that sense because a lot of people in our community don't have that.
Dad also has indicated that he wants to write shit on the website. I need to write something for the parents and they need to know they need to support their kids. And if you have queer kids, you need to be a good parent. I'm like, oh, Dad.
My mom told me that we need to write a statement that she can carry in her purse if people have questions about the shirt. Like, that's the level of my mama. But so you guys, so I just put the cilantro in there and the onions and everything. I'm gonna try one lime, squeeze over it, and see how the consistency is. And I might just put it in there like that. And then when we're gonna hit the fish, I'll squeeze some more. But I am gonna add a little bit of chives. I think it'll add some color, so it'll be pretty. Plus, I love chives. How's it looking so far? Even though you don't like salsa, does it look pretty?
Yes, everything you do is beautiful. You are beautiful.
This is how she is also when I go shopping when we were free. I'm like, babe, you like this shirt? It's beautiful. She's looking at her phone.
Oh, Jay asked me a question.
No, I'm saying in the store, if I ask you something, you will say it's beautiful while you're looking at your phone.
Okay, so Jay asked what these colors symbolize, and I don't have it memorized, so I'm looking it up. Be honest about that. Black represents people who feel they are without gender. Purple represents those whose gender identity falls somewhere between male and female or is a mix of them. White represents people with many or all genders. Yellow represents those whose gender falls out of and without reference to the binary. So
that's dope.
I'm probably this purple stripe.
And also, can I just say that this is very reminiscent of Lakers? So I was like,
oh, Jesus, bro, really?
I have to buy this. All right.
So, purple is my color in the flag. Thanks for that question.
Which is why she should become a Lakers fan.
It drove me to look that up. Now I know.
Pro tip, don't know if you know this, but if you have lemon or limes, roll them first before you cut them. To get the juices out. I think everybody knows that, but I just be saying shit just in case people don't. Virginia, have you made mango salsa? Do you use lemon or lime if you do? I'm curious. So I saw some recipes where it was lemon juice instead of lime. Also, this will help the mango not turn brown. also.
Those two mangoes looked a little different. The first one seemed much softer
One
than the
is-
second one you cut.
One was riper.
The soft one is ripe?
Yeah. Toni got all the notifications.
Somebody's asking about a wedding. I don't know if that's happening.
When we were dating, Toni had like the ESPN app on her phone, and like this was like what, the first month. I don't know. We were dating. It was like in the beginning, and I was like, "Who the fuck keeps texting you? Who is this bitch, Expenza or something?" Except flashed on the screen, then it went away. I thought the hoe's name was Expenza. Like, who the fuck is that?
See how she was acting? I should have walked away then.
Who is this hoe that keep texting you?
Jay says, not gonna lie, at first I thought April bought it because they were Laker colors.
That's what like my eye went there, Jay, and I was like, oh, it also means this. Because I just Googled, non-binary gear, and a lot of them didn't have that. They had the baby blue and pink.
That's just transgender in general, and non-binary is a trans identity.
But when I was like, oh, they got
so
Laker
it's
shit.
a little bit more specific because
they got non-binary Laker shit.
But you do have trans people who identify themselves in the binary. You do fall within the binary.
I think it looks pretty good. Time to put in the refrigerator for it to marinate, and then
Virginia says she has, and she uses lime. I think that's what.
You use lime too? Yeah, I think it would go better as far as the flavor.
I think I interpreted that correctly. Virginia, feel free to correct if that is not what you meant. But yeah, the symbol is a little asterisk, kind of a super search. Everything in between that we don't know falls there. I think the asterisk kind of sums it up pretty well. Now we know the colors.
Laker colors.
And I know I'm a purple non-binary.
Do we have any net fans? Is Cousin Jay a net fan, or is he the sorry Nick? Which one is he?
Cousin Jay is a Knicks fan. But how many championships do the Nets have?
None. I just wanted to talk shit to some of them.
But Knicks
everybody's like,
Knicks
we're getting James Harden, and we have Kyrie, and who's the stream being doing to get Kevin Durant, and we're gonna be awesome. Y'all suck.
Thank you. Thank you for that information.
Get that shit out there.
Okay, so I think I got Virginia right. She gave me the thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and heat up the oven. Another controversy that splits the Black community in two as far as cooking. Some people, when they blacken, they are team butter. Others are team oil. I'm different as fuck, so I use both. Let me tell you why.
Jesus.
The butter obviously tastes better. However, I find when you do blacken stuff, you do need a little bit of oil, because the worst thing you can do is leave it on one side too long and it sticks. Now, if you season your cast iron skillet correctly, you shouldn't have that problem. I fucked up that one. So just to be safer, I have to re-season it. But just to be safe, I'm going to use like a drop of oil just to make sure it doesn't stick, because I'm going to absolutely have a hissy fit and throw a tantrum on camera if my fish sticks. It's a failure. It's like fucking up the roux. It's bad. So I use both. It's like 80-20. 20% oil, 80% fattening ass butter. Use the oil first. I almost fucked up.
Jay says there's two. I'm assuming Jay is meaning the Knicks have 2 championships. He says he likes KD, but he hates the Nets.
KD is a punk. Of all. Okay,
no,
so
that
Jay,
Twitter thing was a.
Yeah, you using a burner account to talk shit. But do you remember? I don't know if you do. You probably don't. You're not a Laker fan. When we had our ring ceremony, not a ring ceremony, when it was Kobe's last game. And Jeannie Buss, who was the owner, was like, I want to thank Kobe for staying in Lakers.
No, that was when they retired his numbers.
When they retired, was he there? No, yeah, that was true. When he retired the numbers, she was like, I want to thank Kobe for being a Laker throughout his career, even though at times it was hard to be a Laker. The petty ass cameraman zoomed in on Kevin Durant with his team hopping ass. That's a homie hopper if I've ever fucking seen, when he hops teams that he thinks are going to win. I just thought that was petty, and I really appreciated the pettiness.
Camera people are funny, because somebody was singing, I think at an inauguration event, they were singing Amazing Grace, and it said, and when they got to the part that said that saved a wretch like me, they zoomed in on Mitch McConnell.
Yes, I appreciate all the pettiness.
They zoomed in on him. I'm like, well, wretch turtle.
Also, another thing as far as cast iron, always start your skillet on low. You just want it to heat up evenly.
But Jay says leave KD alone.
KD's, you know who I really like? I feel like I would stand on a chair and just backhand him. Is Kyrie Irving. I hate him. He's so goddamn annoying.
Yeah, he's like a petulant child. But
I
don't know. I feel like he and James Harden, more so than KD, both have to have the ball. And I don't know how that dynamic's going to work.
Now, people
how they going to work that out.
Talk smack about my Kobe, but Kobe going to tell you, I ain't passing you the fucking ball. Get the rebound. That's Kobe. James Harden with his auntie built ass. And Kyrie Irving want to act like it's kumbaya type shit. Both of y'all want to be the star of that team. And KD's streaming ass is going to try to leave next year when they don't win the championship.
Yeah, I wonder what they cap space looking like after they paid all these people. I think KD has a lot of insecurity in spite of being an incredible athlete. Yes. Not a Kyrie fan, but I think he's misunderstood.
Kyrie, I fight Kyrie.
Fuck Harden. Okay, thank you for that breakdown, Jay.
Let's have a white-only party with only white girls.
He did that?
Yes.
Who did this?
Kyrie.
Kyrie has a white woman only. Okay. According to April. But
Kyrie. Another thing when blackening or any seasoning actually.
You want to show them this?
Yeah, I'm going to do what I'm doing with this one. Rub in your daggone seasoning. Seasoning is not a liquid. Pat that mess all the way the fuck in so it'll stick on there, especially when you're trying to blacken it because that's what makes it blacken.
Jay is saying how many teams has LeBron been on.
That's absolutely true.
My rebuttal to that is that every team LeBron has been on, he's won a championship with.
Boom!
That's I'm not even a fucking
because Kyrie will whine, and I think he shaded the fuck out of LeBron. I didn't even like LeBron when he did that. He whines, I want to be the star of the team, and this is my team, and we give you a team, and you fail fucking miserably, repeatedly. Shut the fuck up. You can't be a leader. All I'm saying. Anyway, pat it all the way in. See the light is better over here. You don't want to see any pink. The goal is to cover up all the pink with seasoning.
So you need
at least for me.
So you gotta put some more on there.
Yes, I know. Make sure my butter.
Kevin Durant played at OKC.
They could have won a championship there with Rusty, and I don't know why they didn't. And they choked. They could have.
My thing with him is that I think both of them are Hall of Fame players, and they couldn't get that done. And then he goes to Golden State, and then leaves after that because of after his injury. Apparently, that's more than 4.8%. And then Harden had a string of future Hall of Famers come through. He had Chris Paul. He had Russell Westbrook.
He did Rusty
John Wall
dirty.
Came in there.
He did Rusty dirty.
They, even with other, help and people,
and my whole thing about James Harden, I'm sorry if I'm boring.
Some of them don't play no defense.
They don't. James Harden will put up 275 points just to say I scored 40 points. That doesn't make your team better. You're worried about your goddamn stats, talking about I want to win a championship. You can't do it if you shoot that goddamn much and don't play defense on the other end of the court.
Jay says, LOL.
Sorry for boring y'all with basketball shit, but we love basketball.
If anyone's not a basketball
fan.
Sorry. But Jay brought it up. Or did you bring that up?
I probably brought it up. Yes, I wanted to make fun of the net fans. I'm going to do that online on Twitter after we get done off.
Wow. The Lakers play today.
They do. Yeah, and I have to call out the Celtics fans. Are we playing the Celtics? I think we are.
No. The Lakers are playing against the Bulls today. And she's supposed to be the Laker fan. Don't even know.
We're going to win regardless. When we play the Celtics, I will be annoying as fuck on Twitter, so please mute me that day.
Jay says, how about if you leave Harden to go play for the Wizards? I don't think that was his decision.
Yeah. I just don't think he's a good player. I think
I think he's throwing shade at Russell Westbrook, but I don't think he did that.
I like Rusty, and everyone says he's a bad player, but he's one of those players that tries to make his team better. I think that's where KD and James Harden fall short. They're worried about them.
I don't think Russ raised his hand and said, let's go to the Wizards.
The Wizards are doing horrible. Like, God damn, I didn't know they was that bad. I don't really fuck with the Eastern Conference like that, but
yeah. Leadership is a separate skill set than playing, and that's what LeBron has that the people I feel like we're talking about don't have.
Yeah, I agree with that. Also, for blackening stuff, leave it the F alone. Don't be flipping flopping shit. Leave it alone for about, I would say, depending on how thick your fish is, 4 to 5 minutes on one side, and flip that bitch, then you done. Don't be doing all this shit. It's not a hamburger. Leave it the fuck alone.
Oh, Jay said, I misunderstood Jay. He's saying that Harden is a bad teammate. Yeah, people have said that about him.
He gonna get on TV talking about they're just a bad team.
I think that was disrespectful.
You bad as fuck. You've been on how many teams and you score 40 points and you choke every time you get to the damn finals? Not even the finals, the conference.
I feel like I want to take a couple weeks off from work and just do Toni shit. The shit that Toni used to do when Toni had time to themselves. But yeah, I want to binge watch some Henry Louis Gates documentaries. I think I might have tweeted this last night before I fell asleep. But Henry Louis Gates, watch some Black history documentaries. He's a historian I respect when it comes to this kind of topics.
I don't respect.
Don't start that.
Goofy ass.
Yeah, I want to read some Toni Morrison novels. Always more of those to read. I also want to listen to some more Billie Holiday. Billie Holiday got a movie coming out. There's a biopic coming out about Billie Holiday next month at the end of the month, and I'm pretty psyched about that. I love me some Billie Holiday. I feel like our music has encompassed what I think a lot of Black women and a lot of those who were raised and maybe assigned or are perceived as female go through. Before NWA got kicked off the stage for singing Fuck the Police in Detroit, Billie Holiday got dragged off the stage and arrested for singing Strange Fruit. So, we respect our elders. Like, her music speaks to me. I love Billie Holiday, and I've been drinking, so I'm rambling. Billie Holiday is a good winter soundtrack. I agree.
Oh, yes.
Willow Week for me is that's my heart. I listen to that on repeat when my uncle passed away.
Another thing, or a good thing to use, are I'm tongue-tied. Why you should use butter versus oil in blackening, because you get that brown butter effect. Y'all that cook know what I'm talking about. It helps with the darkening of whatever you're trying to cook.
We call those, I don't know how to pronounce it, Maillard reaction.
We're almost going to play it, y'all. I'm sorry. We're taking long today, huh?
No.
Hi.
We're usually on here for 2 hours. It hasn't even been an hour yet. I'm not saying that all these folks are going to stay on here that long, but we're usually on here for a while.
But I'm going to get the first plate ready so I can show you guys and Toni can try it. And also, I got another question about this, not on Black Soul, but on my regular YouTube channel. Don't be scared to cook in batches. Like, I don't know. Don't crowd your cast iron or your skillet, because then you're going to just create a steaming effect and it's not going to fry, it's going to steam. So you're going to fuck up everything. It's okay to do batches.
People are scared of they have poor variation management from batch to batch. And this batch is going to come out looking different than that batch. And then one of them gets cold.
I can understand where they're coming from, because no one wants to stand over a stove while everybody else is eating. When I grew up, that's all my mom and granny do. Like, I rarely even saw them fucking eat. They fed us and they was in the kitchen still. So I don't know if that's a cultural thing, but I
feel like every Black person got an uncle that will take a piece of white bread, stand next to the skillet, and have them hold it out for their piece of fried catfish. My uncle used to do that shit. He still do that shit. He at my granny house, he will take a piece of white bread, stand next to her while she's frying fish and say, just put it on this bread right here. And then be trying to eat it like this. I'm like, you about to burn the shit out yourself.
Hey, can you open the sliding door? Just because I don't want to turn on the vent. It'll be way too loud.
Okay. April's going to talk to you. I have been instructed to open the window in the living room so that the smoke doesn't set off any alarms.
That would be embarrassing on camera. But, yeah, when you're blackening stuff, cast iron, you're going to get some smoke. I just don't want to turn on the vent because you guys won't be able to hear us.
Hopefully the neighbors don't smoke.
Yeah, but don't be scared, y'all, to cook in batches. I don't mind it. But if you crowd your skillet, you're just going to steam whatever you're trying to fry, and you're not going to have the same effect. If that makes sense. I normally don't cook this much when we do Black and Soul stuff, but like I said, this is going to be dinner.
It smells good.
Thank you.
I'm about to fuck up a whitefish.
So
there's a teensy about it.
I'm cooking 6 fillets. So you like that beer, don't you?
Why you say that?
I can just tell by how you talk if you enjoy a beer.
Well, this is a Pilsner.
Oh, so yeah, that's all you need.
If it's done semi-right, I'm good. It's a nice little Czech Pilsner. It's a little bit more bitter than the ones I normally drink, but I liked it. It was good.
I'm going to take out the salsa and plate. I don't know if it's going to need more juice, but even if it doesn't, I want for presentation. I'm going to cut me up a line.
You got the sticker on it.
Did I?
Yes.
This mango is just so pretty, the salsa. Let me see.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be a drizzle. Well, I thought it was gonna be liquid.
What?
The salsa.
See, yeah, Toni likes that everything is pureed type of salsa.
You have with mango chunks.
I like a chunkier salsa. Toni likes to dip her chip in the salsa juice to get the flavor, but she don't like none of the onions or tomatoes.
Texture.
I've learned. But we have to pick the beer because I have to get a picture with the beer we're pairing it with because I never did that.
Can I smell that?
It's going to smell like lime if I just smell lime.
Well, I'm trying to. I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to pair properly.
So I'm going to get the plates ready. Toni's going to purr. I'm just saying, this is so pretty. Let me just get a shot of the damn salsa. I'm going to hit it with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then it should be done.
Based on what we have here, I think the safe.
The what?
Safe. Probably good. Because the intensity of this dish is very, very high. I drink a lot of really clean and less intense lagers, so that's not really going to cut it for this. This dish is going to overpower it.
For the sides, you always want to pair it. I would just do a salad with this or some rice.
But I've not had Trace's saison, but that's what we're going to do for this. This is a heavily spiced dish, so we're going to pair it with this. It's going to have a pretty good amount of carbonation.
Oh, something in my eye. I think I squeezed lime juice in my damn eye.
Rinse it out. Why are you still... Arch says, is he late as hell or just late? You are late as hell. We have to plate. He said just late as hell. I heard y'all making fish, so I cracked a bottle of champagne.
Hey now.
That's a nice label. Yeah, I like their labels. Nice and clean. And it's blue is my favorite color. It's called Ray Saison. So this is what we're going to pair with this.
You are super CPT time, Arch. Arch, look at my mango salsa. I'm so proud. Isn't that pretty? I'm trying to clean up this workstation just a little bit so when I take my picture. Work so hard to make it cute. I don't want to look ratchet.
They're silly.
I'm just saying. She getting the fancy glasses.
All right. I have to share this Millie on one of these beers. Could use a. He says could use a dollop of mayo.
Who said that?
Take a guess who said that. Who would say that to troll you?
Who? Jason on here?
No, Jason.
Or was that Cousin Jay?
No, who said?
Who?
Arch said that.
Sir, you can leave. You can exit.
I don't think Cousin Jay trolls you about mayo.
You can exit. Stage left with that.
Oh, I forgot you said there were bones in it. See, if I had not seen you pick that bone out, I would have eaten the bones. You can go ahead and make the one that you want the picture of.
Yeah. And then we're going to put some salsa. I'm so proud of this damn salsa, y'all. I don't know if I want to drizzle it. I first want to put it on
You can't drizzle it. It's just chunks.
I don't know if I want to put it on. We're going to put it on the side. That's what we're going to do.
I focus on the Lakers. Salsa look fire.
It looks so pretty.
Jay says he doesn't troll you about mayo, just the Lakers.
You don't. I'm sorry. I apologize because that's true.
Put the lime there.
I am going to put the lime there, and I need to hit it with some parsley.
What's this other grass or green thing?
I did use some chives. I'll leave that one.
Jay over here catching straight shots. Yeah, he ain't the first one today. We see some people catching straight bullets earlier. This morning.
Sorry, y'all. I gotta get this fish out. If you use butter, you will need to double up if you're working in batches. Sorry, babe.
No, what you can apologize to me for?
I know you want to hurry up and pour that beer.
You rushed me into getting this beer out.
I just wanted you to pick it. Sometimes that's the egg.
You rushed me.
But yeah, that's the other drawback too. If you use butter instead of oil and you're cooking a big batch, you're gonna have to bust out that oil again.
The butter.
Yeah. I'm sorry, butter. And that brown butter is a whole different intensity, y'all. Y'all gonna taste it. Sorry. Give me a moment.
Okay. So April can stop yelling, sorry, I will talk to y'all. For now. What made you come in here, or who told you we were making fish? Where did you learn that, and how did you learn it, at 1 p.m. Pacific? Let me see what else I missed on here. You cracked the bottle of champagne. Oh, God.
All right. Boom. That's in there. Get my parsley and we can take this picture.
She's going to get parsley. Put more grass.
You have to make it look pretty.
It looks fine. Without it, I would show you.
No, because every time Toni pick up the plate, she be messing it up.
We were supposed to go to the beach today. Emily's mom insisted on it. What happened? Why you didn't go? Get your camera and shit ready.
Oh my God, it looks so pretty.
You put parsley on every single...
You got to make it look pretty.
Get your camera ready. Where do you want the glass? And do you want the beer?
I would like the beer. You can put it on the side or in.
I'm going to pour it. You just arrange this, and then I'll know where to put it after I pour it.
I want it like that. Boom.
No, I like that.
That's how I want it.
Then 15 minutes after we were ready to go, her mom texted saying she didn't want to go. Wow.
That sucks.
Yeah. Especially for Flanders. I'm making a mess.
Well, you know what? On second thought, I'm straight. It's a no. I'm so excited to show y'all. This is my one of my top presentations. They got the beer on deck.
Don't get those bubbles. Keep that out of the shot.
Damn it. I hate when the light does that. Do you want to try?
I don't. What do you need me to do?
Eat.
Eat?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm such a bad
That's a motherfucking pour. So we got all dressed up with nowhere to go. Then I whined in the group chat, and Jay was like, April's cooking. It's a motherfucking pour. Don't get those bubbles. Is that a dirty glass, Toni? Yeah, it is, because it's not beer clean at all. You can let that down so I can see it better.
You're not pretty.
It's final product.
Let me shout. You know, nobody's on there. Boom. Does that record?
I don't record this.
Okay.
Because you will be recording the people also. The recording they can see on you.
So boom.
Beautiful, 10 out of 10.
Thank you, baby.
Good comments, but yeah, glass is not beer clean at all. It's washed in the dishwasher with dairy and oil based soaps, so not beer clean. C has the head has already gone away.
Hot sauce?
Gordon Rans, lovely.
Mango salsa. I got to get into it.
How you said lovely? I don't watch Gordon Ramsay. He's too mean.
Okay, let's get into this mango salad. I'm a very much so.
He said catfish cooking. Ain't no cooking. Ain't no catfish.
This rockfish. I don't like tilapia. It's basic. As soon as I bite into or get a spoonful, forkful, whatever, of the mango salsa, the chives hit. I'm telling y'all, I didn't add that to the recipe. I'm putting it on the website. Put a little bit of chives. Now, people think chives and onions taste the same. They fucking don't. And plus, I use the red onion, which is a little sweeter.
Do I get a chives or am I supposed to share this?
No. Do you want me to just know because it doesn't have the mango on it?
I'm trying to make sure I don't eat any bones.
That mango salsa hit. And I think it would go so good with the fish because the fish is spicy. And anytime you blacken, even if I use Creole seasoning instead of Cajun seasoning, when you blacken something, it just amps up the intensity of it. So the mango pairs so, I can't wait to taste that part. I think it's going to pair so fucking good with the fish.
Okay. This obviously is phenolic. It has a dry finish, so that's good with all the oil and stuff that we got going on the plate. The, I guess, spicy and peppery yeast flavor blends well with the spices that she used, and the malt profile, because this is kind of almost amberish, stands up to this beer. It has a lot going on as far as yeast character, so it stands up to the dish well, in my opinion, and it also has a flavor harmony as well.
I did that. I fucking did that.
Bitterness, carbonation will help you with the fat.
And just like I said, simple side dishes, I would probably only pair this if I did it again with a side salad and our rice, because you don't want Beyonce to get upset. The fish, Beyonce is the fish. Okay?
How do I know where the bones are?
I took out most of them on here. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, there's bone in here.
This pairs beautifully, babe. This pairs really good.
Found the bones.
I did good today, y'all.
Yeah, and shout out to Rudy for making sure we had to say "son" in the.
Say "son." Thank you, Rudy. You want your own? Let me make you another plate, babe, without the fish. I mean, without the mango.
I'm just hungry. Oh, Jay says great plating. That it looks good.
Thank you.
Keep seeing dirtier glasses than this one.
Show.
We got the bubbles to go away. The head went away with it though.
Show Layla, because Layla playing game is she's the GOAT. So if I get her stamp of approval, I have made it.
Yeah, Layla has good presentation too.
I personally the way her plates look.
Personally, I don't think that you have very much excuse for poor presentation, especially if you intend to share that with everybody. You don't have to show us if you're gonna have shitty presentation.
They said you don't have to share that.
You don't.
There you go. without the mango.
I've had beautiful presentation on things that I baked that were gross. The hard part is getting things made, but making them look good isn't that hard.
This goes so good, y'all, with the mango salsa. I kid you not. I'm gonna start making this more regularly.
How does the salsa play into this beer?
It pairs really well because it's sweet. You don't even want the mango part? No.
I'm trying not to focusing on not eating any bones.
It pairs really good. The beer, like Toni said, that isn't overpowering. So the heat from the fish, the sweetness from the salsa, and that beer, perfect harmony, in my opinion.
Oh, Arch, really? You can't plate for shit?
Ooh.
That made me talk about you. Arch says he's not good at plating.
Arch, shut the hell
I have
up.
to talk about him.
Is Arch fishing for compliments at this point?
Well, if he was fishing, he wasn't going to get one from me. I'm talking about him for shitty plating. But
Arch, you have beautiful presentation. Shut up.
see, you got your compliment from April. So you're balanced. We even now.
Arch is that goofy ass little cousin.
Oh, wow.
My protein is running everywhere. Another tip for y'all: if you cook, I think everybody knows this, but again, I just be saying stuff. I don't know what people know. When you cook a protein, beef, fish, chicken, anything, let your meat rest for a couple of minutes, because if you cut into it fresh out the pan, grill, whatever, the juices are going to flow out, and the only good bite will be that bite that you first took off. That'll be the only juicy bite. Just in case if you didn't know that.
Jay says, Layla says, thanks for the compliment.
You welcome, sis. I really wouldn't say that shit if it wasn't true. Y'all know I'm like brutally honest. Her plates always look good.
Yeah. You should hear how many people April talk about when they post their pictures.
Don't post your struggle pictures.
That's what I mean. You don't have to show us.
Yeah.
I fucked up presentation before too. I'll be damned if I'm gonna put it out there. Be like, oh, look at my crate. Because people are at that point eating with their eyes. They're not gonna taste it.
I'm gonna judge. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a judge. When it comes to food, I think I'm judgmental.
Arch is co-signing you, instructing people to let the meat rest.
Yeah. And I was always that fat, greedy ass kid where I'd be like, why my mama don't let me get no chicken? Like, I'm that fat girl. And she had to explain that to me, and I still didn't believe her. I just thought, I don't know, she being petty, she being weird. So when I got to cooking myself, I figured that out real fucking quick. Especially with beef. Leave that alone. I would say leave that alone for about 5. Depending on the cut. Some of the thick cuts, I would leave alone for about 10 minutes, not even lying.
Does it get cold?
I always, sorry, I'm being rude. I always put foil on top. So as they rest, it doesn't get that cold. But either way, let that shit rest.
That's important.
Like that, I let rest, and it wasn't cold all the time.
Fail. I just tried to take a bite and it fell out of the fork. April is on point. Jay is asking about how the salsa is.
It's so good, Jay. So, you obviously the sweetness from the mango. I personally love red onion. Red onion is like an onion, but kind of on the sweet side, so it plays into the mango. The cilantro, I love a bunch of cilantro. I'm actually going to add some more to it. You get that cilantro flavor. The chives make it hit. I wasn't going to put chives in it until I went grocery shopping, and I was like, oh my God, they got fresh chives. I'm making some with fucking chives. The chives make it hit because it gives it that, it's all fresh ingredients, but it makes it that much more fresh. And it does not taste like the red onion. It's a whole different flavor component for me. It hits. I would eat this with chips, which I'm going to do because I know she's not gonna have none of this. I would eat it alone, to be honest. I just love it. I love it. It goes good with the fish. It pairs so well because the fish is spicy, and that smokiness flavor from the brown butter pairs really well with something fresh and sweet. So it's a go.
There's bones.
Sorry. But yeah, I love it.
And Jay referred to your cooking as a catfish.
It's rockfish.
I like catfish.
I don't like catfish so much.
There's an ongoing debate in the Black community about whether spaghetti is a side item or not. Catfish and spaghetti. April made it once for me while we were dating. Now that I have married her, she refuses to make that again. I had around this time, it's almost been a year. Last year I had a hysterectomy. And my mom came out to Colorado where we were at the time, and she made catfish and spaghetti, as I was recovering some comfort food for me. And April did not want any of it. She didn't want nothing to do with it. And that's the last time I've had catfish and spaghetti.
Let me say my piece.
That is a meal, and you're about to see live divorce proceedings in a second.
I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna tell you why I don't consider it a side dish. Her mom and her people in Memphis, because I've had their
You're gonna talk about my mom on
No,
here?
I'm not. At the repast I even had the barbecue spaghetti or whatever.
The repast? Oh, Uncle Joe's repast.
The way they cook their spaghetti is not like how my people make spaghetti. It is very much so not heavy on the meat, not heavy on the sauce, heavy on the noodles, which is fine. The way I make spaghetti, I will use the ground beef. I will use Italian sausage and mix that up. It's very heavy on the meat. Theirs is not.
Mom put meat in the spaghetti.
I'm not saying she didn't put any meat. I'm saying mine is heavier on the meat. Therefore,
because you're trying to make a meal out of a side item.
Did I interrupt her when she was
so rude ass?
I don't recall. Did I interrupt her?
Did I talk about your mama?
I'm not talking about your mom. I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said I had it. I'm saying the difference between the two. Turn down the defensiveness. Her mom's and the way that they cook it in Memphis, from what because I only had her family do it, is very much heavy on the noodles, not so much the sauce and the meat. It was good. I ate it. If I don't like something, I ain't fucking eating it. I ate it. However, the way I cook it and the way my mom cook it, it's like 60% fucking meat. It's a very hearty dish and it carries its own weight. That's the difference. Now, if you was cooking the way when I cook spaghetti, it's a meal. I may throw some side salad with it and some garlic bread, but it's very much so a meal. If I were to have that with fish, it would be kind of gross. It would be like eating chicken and steak. It's too much.
He said, what are the noodles tossed in? Tossed in? Ain't no tossed. You make that in a pot. You make the noodles and then you warm up in it. You don't toss it. You mix it. It's not
that's the same thing.
No, it's not like this toss shit like you do with salad. You put it in a pot together and it's not like wings or orange chicken. It's not like a fucking wok or a salad.
I know what you meant. It's marinara sauce.
Toni, she said your mom makes dry pasta and you're going to let her do you like that. I'm not letting her do me like that.
I promise you I won't talk about my
mother-in-law. When the camera goes off.
Because my mother-in-law will roast the fuck out of me and come out here and possibly lay hands on me. I'm not saying it's dry. I'm saying it's heavier on the noodles versus...
You described tossing the pasta? Well, it is. Of course, it's a tomato sauce. It's not necessarily light on the sauce. You don't have, you're not trying to make a meal out of this side item of spaghetti. You're not putting extra fucking
That's
meat.
What I'm saying. My spaghetti has 2 different kinds of meats as far as...
It's not literal sauce. Well, y'all know
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. She's very literal. I use 2 different types of meats. I'm putting in onions. I'm putting in mushroom. I'm putting in fresh garlic. They're not doing all of that. It's the sauce. They season it and they put in a little bit of meat. And it's like she said, it's a side dish. I'm trying to make mine the main course. My sauce is chunky and thick as fuck. It's just different. And they also have a barbecue. Was it barbecue spaghetti? That's the name of it, right?
They call it that. It is not literal barbecue sauce.
No, it wasn't.
There. Well, when we said that to some people, they were like, "You put barbecue sauce in," and we do not.
I like that version of the spaghetti.
Ain't nobody tossing no pasta. The arch. I am not a rodeo clown. Ain't nobody doing no.
I knew what y'all meant, y'all.
I don't know how to cook. I be seeing tossing like that.
That's why I don't know why she getting so turned on right now.
No, you don't make my. If we get divorced, it will be because I don't get any fish and spaghetti. She can't even fucking adjust the damn. It's like she's compelled to add all this meat. She can't even make a less meat one to make catfish and spaghetti. She's done it once, and then once you married, once I got married to her, she don't do it no more.
Had a whole plot. Boom, mission accomplished.
Okay, now I got it. It's a straight up side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
not talking shit, but it's
I don't know. We had somebody in here saying that spaghetti was not an entree. I can't remember who it was.
She from the South too, though, right?
No, I want to say it was somebody that had been to Italy. It's not an entree in Italy.
Yeah, it's not. Because all the people that I've seen, like Lexi, when she takes pictures, it's just sauce and noodles. She has something like that. It's just sauce and noodles. It may be smacking as fuck, because I've never been to Italy, but it looked kind of
We be getting, spaghetti this side out, and we had chicken and spaghetti, fish and spaghetti. It's a thing. I don't know. I be craving that. My mom cooked up like 8 or 9 catfish fillets and made spaghetti. After I was coming out of my surgery, she was walking around singing. She can't sing, but she was singing songs. Wow. I mean, I had a bad reaction to the anesthesia, so I vomited. She wiped my face and wiped that up. And then I got catfish and spaghetti. April can't even do that when I'm well. She refuses.
You ain't gonna never eat again. You keep talking mess.
Live divorce proceedings.
What's in the beer, Rudy? Like how
she act like her card can't be pulled in here too.
Is this 99% alcohol?
Like she's the only one that contributes to this marriage. Damn. So what's barbecue spaghetti?
6.4.
I'm not sure. I don't cook, so I don't know exactly what they put. But it's kind of a smoky.
Your granny wouldn't tell me.
She's not gonna, and she didn't make no spaghetti in that. Auntie Shell makes the spaghetti.
I don't know why grannies act like that. Like my granny will not give me the recipe to her chicken and rice.
We hadn't even been married a year. Why she giving you recipes?
I'm gonna figure that shit out. Maybe that's it. This is a milestone, so I'm gonna call her.
Tomato with tomato barbecue sauce combo? No, I don't think that's what
it's not.
It's like a smoky.
It's like a smoky flavor, and it is red, but it's darker than marinara sauce. I don't know. It's just tomato base.
I don't know that there's barbecue sauce in that.
It definitely, from what I tasted, is tomato based, but it's hella darker. And there was even less meat in that one than the regular spaghetti. It's a really good flavor. I don't know what the hell it is that they put in it. She wouldn't tell me. She just kept saying that
that was your first time meeting my grandmother. She didn't make the spaghetti. That was her first time meeting my grandmother. We were at a repast, and she asking. My grandmother was burying her child, my uncle, and she asked me for a fucking recipe.
Your grandma came up to me and asked me if that was the first time I had it. See how she made me seem like fucking Freddy Cool?
She
like
asked you for a recipe. She asked you for recipes.
Like I was at the repast, just lit as fuck with my thing of Henny. Like, no, that's not how it happened. Granny came up to me and asked me what I liked and what I didn't like because she knows it was my first time there.
She asked if you would like it, not if you want a recipe.
Y'all see what I deal with when she drinks? That's why I don't like y'all sending her beer. Don't send her no more fucking beer.
This was supposed to be yours. You don't fucking drink it when they send it to you.
This. Now, when we watch this back, y'all see how the turn up was just gradual.
Wow.
As fuck. Really? And now she's at 10.
The turn up. Granny didn't even cook that spaghetti, so I don't know.
I didn't know that. She asked me if I liked it.
She was trying to make conversation.
And we spoke.
Do you ever do brown sugar in your pasta sauce? That would be an April question.
No. I have done. That's another controversy in the Black community. Same thing with grits. Some people put sugar on their fucking spaghetti like it's goddamn Parmesan cheese. They just sprinkle that shit on top.
Nasty.
That's nasty as fuck. If I'm using a sauce that's in a jar, I will put, I don't know my measurements, this much. I'll fill this up in sugar and I'll shake it with a little bit of chicken stock or some kind of liquid. And add that to my pasta sauce to get rid of that acidy type of taste. Because anything that's in a jar and a can, it has a weird, funky aftertaste. I only do that to counteract it. For the most part, I've never used brown sugar though. That might hit. I'll try it.
And my thing is, that's another reason I wait to taste things she's making to pair beer, because I don't know what she's in here doing. I don't know what she's adding. I don't know, if the acrid sourness of some kind of tomato sauce or any other fruit that's in there.
We're both looking at the time.
I'm not looking at the time. I looked because you looked. But yeah, I wait to pair because April, and a lot of times in here, she changes something a little bit every time she makes something. So I have to wait. That's why I never pair beers ahead of time, because she changes stuff on the fly and she makes adjustments.
And then I'll sit there. Toni will be eating and I'll be like this to see if she tastes the difference. And I think by now, like, you'll be like,
thank you.
What?
I would like to eat my dinner.
Sometimes I'll add an extra spice. Sometimes I'll cut back up. You always want to boss up. There's always room for improvement. Even I know that. So, yeah. There's rarely a dish that I just go the same time every time.
I be liking it the first time. Leave it alone.
She always says that. The only thing I don't change up is my gumbo. That's the same every time.
Yeah, your gumbo's
and
good.
My lasagna.
The lasagna is also good. I think that's probably one of the first things you made.
Yep.
For me was lasagna. You cooked peas because I asked for peas.
That's another thing. I'm the only person that I know that eats peas. Black, white, purple, yellow. The only person I know to fucking eat peas. I don't like peas.
I struggle with textures. I mean, I need a firm.
I never had peas until I was out of my mama's house. We didn't eat peas. We had a rotation of cabbage, collard greens, and green beans.
I didn't know most Black people didn't eat. They call them in the South. They call them English peas, and Granny puts them on the stoves and calls it English peas. And that's like a side item that's available to you if you like for any holiday when you get your turkey and dressing. There's peas and shit if you want. Some people don't eat them. I know. I have a cousin. It's me and a cousin that we call Weedy. That we were the only ones that really fucked with peas.
She told me that.
What?
When we went over for Christmas. Okay, so Black grandmas will give you a tour of food. When you fresh over their house, you the new booty at the house, or you get a tour of whatever they fucking cook.
But we was married by the time.
Here go Granny. Every time she tell you, she'll go like this so you can look at it and smile and say how good the presentation is. And then when you sit down and eat, she gonna stare at your ass until you give her the.
Well, she watches us eat too. Still.
So when she was giving me the tour of the food she had cooked, she was like, "Yeah, baby, and these is the peas Jackie and Aisha like these." Basically saying, you ain't gotta eat this shit. I made this for them.
But Weedy fucks with peas like that. He loves peas more than me.
So that was her way of telling me, like, babe, you ain't gotta eat this.
But that's always on a little back burner in a little saucepan is what we call their green peas. I don't know what everybody else call them, but my folks have called them English peas.
Just a heads up, if you eat it anybody's auntie, mama, our granny's house that is Black, you need to taste everything, and you gonna get fucking stared at until you tell them that you like it.
My grandmother still watches me eat.
Yeah. In my mama's house, she ain't gonna ask you if you want to eat. If Arch came over, she'd be like, April, make Arch a plate. Arch could barely be in the goddamn door before she tells me to make Arch a plate. That's how we roll. You gonna fucking eat. You better fake that shit, okay? They gonna keep bothering you till you get the goddamn plate.
But by the time you came over there, we were married.
That was my first time. Was that my first time meeting her? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. My grandmother is 83 years old. She'll be 84 this June on June 3rd. And so, I got a couple octogenarians that's still cooking. She's still making the dressing and turkey and shit. Still making pies for everybody to come pick up. It's a pandemic, so she puts the pies out for people to come pick up on holidays and stuff. The only time she really has contact with people is when she has to do her doctor's appointments. Somebody has to pick her up and take her to those. And so she doesn't have to get on any public transportation. She doesn't drive.
But she literally would not leave the kitchen until Toni said, "This is good, Granny." And I heard Miss Jackie say, "It's a really good, Mom." And then it was my turn because she stared at me like, and I was like, "This is excellent."
Well, we tried to give you the.
And then she walked out the kitchen and relaxed. But that's how
she stands with her hands on her hips all the time. She does.
My mama gonna ask you if you take too long. She gonna quiz your ass. How's the chicken? How's the such and such? Anything she cooks, she
Your
gonna ask
mom
you.
makes two things that I love dearly, and that's her gumbo and her dirty rice.
Yeah, her gumbo is better than mine. I'll admit that.
I like your gumbo too. The only thing that we haven't done, because I haven't bought that for you, or it might be out of season. She uses Dungeness crab in her gumbo,
and I use snow crab. My mom
I
uses
like both
crab.
the crabs though. But when I got my master's degree, I got a bucket of dirty rice. It was a big dish of dirty rice, and I'm celebrating having some time off, being able to relax, not having to look up differential equations or do any type of statistical analysis, no material balances. I earned my master's, and that was her gift to me, which I loved and I enjoyed. And I was eating this in April, had planned fucking meals around it, like it was hers. Like that, like I didn't work really hard for just a plate of dirty rice. So I was unhappy with that. She got mad.
Virginia said she likes peace. The container was this width, okay? It was Pyrex. So picture it, the thing comes up to here, but it was this big ass serving of dirty rice. So my mom was like, come pick up Toni's rice. And I'm like, oh, cool. Didn't know this was a schedule.
Come pick up Toni's rice.
I didn't know you can order shit, because I wish I would ask my mom to make me something. I'd get cussed out, but Toni can fucking order food, apparently. So Toni orders this big ass thing of fucking rice. So I'm like, okay, that's a really big serving. That's gonna take us at least 3 days to eat. I'll make chicken with it, and I'll make some kind of vegetable. I'm cooking shit up. I get home with the container. Homie takes the whole fucking container and a fork and goes on the couch and.
Ma'am, I was watching cartoons. I had my cartoons and I was eating my dirty rice. It was my time to relax, come down, pig out.
Who does that? I'm saying you can't share with your wife.
You could have shared.
You wouldn't be. I'm your dirty rice plug. Okay, if you're not married to me, you don't get the damn dirty rice. I couldn't have no damn dirty rice. It's the same shit.
You could have had it, but it's not for you to plan meals around.
And the same thing goes.
You could have had some. You just didn't like
for the coffee cake.
Oh, I gotta text Auntie.
Toni requested at our wedding.
I'm finna text Auntie Roro right now for the coffee cake. Her coffee cake inspired my coffee cake cookies. If y'all saw pictures of those on Twitter or Instagram.
At our wedding reception, Toni's ass ate pizza. She had her dad order. And my auntie made 2 of those pans worth full of coffee cake. Do you know Debo over here, top flight security, wouldn't let nobody have pizza and or the fucking coffee cake?
It was mine. Everything in the wedding was about you. The whole wedding was about you.
You
were
decoration, there.
The food, the venue.
She was there.
All of that was yours. Only thing I wanted was a pizza and coffee cake. You got all, the people you wanted, the venue you wanted, the ceremony you wanted. Everybody that's watching this,
my cousin, she didn't want your monkey asses there. That's basically what the hell she did say that. She didn't want y'all there.
You picked the venue. You picked you picked the photographer. You picked everything. The food, the music.
You didn't let me pick the cake.
The music. Well, you picked the cake. Well, that came with the other venue that you picked. I just said no one's gonna eat pineapple cake or pina colada cake.
It was bomb. Okay, try to be a little different and get vetoed.
See, Arch said, because if I hit the door, I'm gonna be looking around for a plate anyway. Pyrex full of dirty rice.
Ask you.
In the lab, cartoons on TV. Toni was 10 years old again, and life was good. Exactly. I did not have to be super, because I was working by the time I got my master's. I was working full time at the biggest defense contractor. I mean, it was good to learn, but I still question whether that was the best fit as far as what I was trying to accomplish and who was there. A bunch of fucking racist people in that industry. But yeah, I was working and I got my master's.
All I'm saying is,
and I just wanted a chance to relax.
All I'm saying
is I didn't say she couldn't have no dirty rice.
You took the whole container with a fork and went in a whole different room.
So yeah, you couldn't have some. You could have brought your plate there, and we could have scooped you some out.
Wow. Not the ratio. We could have both had plates to scoop something out. You have to debo the entire container.
I worked hard for that, April.
Not saying you didn't. I'm just saying that's greedy.
A private school full of racist white people.
All I'm saying. But
yeah.
Are we past our?
It's an hour and a half.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, we're gonna let you guys go. So yeah. It's been fun. My boo is tipsy. Yeah. I'm about to clean up this. I'm glad she admitted that.
I'm not. No, not that I am tipsy. But what I want to plug is next Friday, for those of you who are patrons of our Patreon or Patreon subscribers, we're having a happy hour on Zoom. You should have gotten the link by now. Everybody can come. It used to be a VIP thing, but now it's open to everybody. So, because that promotes more engagement, we get to kind of meet our community. You get to meet us and kind of understand what we're about and see whoever else is in the community as well.
We should have that. I should have that stout that Rudy sent. That's gonna be my drink.
Oh, for the happy hour?
Yeah. Actually, no, that's next Friday. I'm gonna drink that tomorrow. Never mind.
Yeah. Next Friday is the happy hour. So it seems like most people we've been talking to today are patrons. Yeah. So
come up, y'all. Last time it was really good because there was like so many people in there.
Yeah, we opened the holiday one up to everybody, and we had a lot more engagement.
Is that when Rudy fell asleep? Was that?
Yeah, Rudy fell asleep on that one.
We was like, Sarah, is he dead? Like, where's Rudy? Rudy went.
I think Rudy might have had to work the next day.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Rudy was knocked the fuck out.
Have it early evening, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah.
So yeah,
we tried to make it just like we would go out for happy hour. It's kind of hard with everybody on different coasts, but yeah,
come join us. We enjoyed that. We enjoy you guys' company. It seems like you guys enjoy each other's company, so we'll have that available to everybody. If you have not subscribed to this channel, you're already on here. Hit that subscribe button. It helps us with visibility, and it helps us be able to make changes. There's certain changes in customization to the site that we aren't able to make until we have enough subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/blackened, spelled the same way, BLAQ and soul. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram if you haven't, and be on the lookout for those glasses and shirts.
And shout out to Toni, because she was like, when we put merch up, we putting merch up. We're not going to be like, oh, we're selling a shirt and that's it. We're going to have shit in the shop for you guys to choose from. There'll be more of everything that we are putting up. There'll be another choice for it. I'll say that. I don't want to say too much, but it won't just be one of this, one of that. You'll have options. Me and Mish are going to be we're already done with our writing, but we're not going to make them go live until next month. They'll be on the Patreon for how many days or...
Yeah, what we do is we give, Mish has been going directly to the website, but with me and April's writing, what we do is give a sneak preview to our patrons on Patreon for 24 hours, usually, somewhere around there, and for you to read, and you get early access to that to be able to read it, and then it goes live on the website. So that's the kind of stuff you're supporting.
I got 2 pieces that's going to piss everybody off, so I can't wait for those to hit.
I don't know if you could piss anybody off further than you already are.
I will. That's the goal. But so a lot more writing coming from us, merch coming from us next month. So yeah. So thank y'all for coming, always, the fam, and supporting us and making us laugh and talking shit with us.
Yeah, we like this. And after that, the schedule for February will be coming out pretty soon. Mm-hmm. We'll be celebrating April's birthday on the happy hour. Her birthday is in February. It's February 1st, but we will be celebrating her birthday the entire month, and that'll be April's happy hour Zoom.
Do you have a surprise for me?
Yeah.
Do you have birthday surprises for me?
Maybe. I have been just informed that I am to have a birthday surprise. But yeah. So yeah, join us at that. Stay tuned. And we will see y'all next week at the happy hour.
Bye, y'all. Do you like it?